And we're back with the Classic Auto Mall show from the Classic Auto Mall studio in Morgantown, Pennsylvania, joined via Zoom with our friend Keith Martin, publisher of Sports Car Market Magazine. How are you, sir?
I am doing great. It's a glorious sunny day, and at the end of today, there's an all-British field meet that I'm going to take my Jaguar out to.
Nice. Good for you. I was just perusing the new issue.
Yeah.
How about this F-50? My goodness, $9.2 million. What was this thing new? Do you remember? Was it $400,000 or $500,000?
It came right after the F-40.
Yeah, so it would have been, probably five.
400 or 500. And, I never, compared to the F-40, I never liked the F-50, the looks of it.
Me neither.
I understand it's a better car.
Right. But that doesn't, it's like saying a 360 Modena is a better car than a 355. I still like the 355 in the looks department better.
Yeah,
right.
No, did you notice we bet that car on the cover of the F-50? We have been shifting the cars that we cover to move them more and more modern and to a newer demographic.
Because that's what's happening at these auction houses. I mean, look what Bonhams did at the Quail a couple of weeks ago or a month ago in Monterey. I mean, they had a supercar collection that was off the charts and all absolute no reserve, and it was some kind of police, federal, whatever thing, and they did huge money on those cars. And that's the state of the market, right?
Yeah. No, the world is definitely changing. The MGBs and TR3s and Ferrari 250 GT and stuff. It's all the young people today are growing up with cars that have AC, power steering, power brakes that will just fire up with their fuel injection.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't want to be bothered with the crap that we took as normal.
Right. Well, and that's the success of resto mods. You want to look cool in your 69 Camaro, but you want to be comfortable, and you don't want a crappy ride because you just got out of your Escalade, and it's got magnetic suspension. I don't even know what the hell that means, but it's something to do with something. And I get it. I understand that. I understand being comfortable. Listen, there's times that I look at the cars in my collection, I go, yeah, that one I'm going to take because it's the path of least resistance. It's comfortable. It's got everything I need in it. My sunglasses are in there. My cup holders are, the whole thing. Yeah,
I get it. And if a car is too much work to drive, you end up not driving it.
Exactly.
And then you look at, and a year's gone by.
Yeah, exactly. So as always, every week we bring your blog to life.
Thank you.
And this week's blog, is it chip time for Sluggo? It sounds like, is it bedtime for Bonzo?
Exactly. The Sluggos are affectionate name for my 1991 Series 4 Spyder.
Right.
I mean, it's got a 1960s suspension.
Right.
It's got 120 horsepower. It weighs 2,500 pounds. And I've got the snappy automatic transmission in it.
So it really goes.
Yeah, but we just took it on a 600-mile trip with my family. It's got power steering, power brakes, air conditioning. The car will cruise at 75. And what I've learned on all these back mountain roads, you don't ever need to go faster than 75 miles an hour.
Right. There's no reason to. Yeah. Well,
a new Porsche, we could take a new Porsche and go 140, but now that's stupid and it's dangerous.
It's dangerous. And just because you can doesn't mean you should. We always say that.
Right.
That's one of our...
the problem with the new car, it gives you no warning before it goes berserk.
Exactly. It'd be nice if they give you like a heads up of a week or so, so you could plan accordingly.
You are in big screwed up trouble.
Exactly.
So with the Alfa, because it's so old fashioned, when I told my son, when the warning sign says 45, all right, in the Lotus Elise you can do 70. Don't even think.
Right.
But it says 45, slow to 30 in the Alfa.
Right. Maybe shift down to second probably would be.
Yeah,
no, it's an automatic, so you don't have to do that, right?
The tires will start to squeal and the car will bounce up and down, and it feels like a Gemini rocket, like coming back re-entry into Earth.
What's the horsepower increase with the chip?
Well, it's about 10.
So, wow. So 0 to 60 goes from 14 to 13 and a half, right?
Well, we use an egg timer for 0 to 60.
The egg timer. I didn't think of that. I'll have to get one of those.
It'd be $1,000 all in because everything's always twice what you think it'll be.
Yeah, ask me. Every guy that asked me on the floor, can you put air conditioning in this? I go, yeah, vintage air. It's like $2,000. And my guys are like, it's not $2,000. It's more than that just for the equipment. Then you got to install it. So quit telling people it's $2,000. We're in that old school.
And then when you're done, it's not even cold.
That's right. It's like it's kind of tepid. So
No, I've got a 911, 75 that was an air-conditioned car,
Right.
and I took it to the shop. They said, "Well, for 10 grand, we can give you bad AC in this car."
is there a tepid on the slot switch? Where it says
Yeah, it's tepid and cold are the same.
Oh, gotcha. And so it's one and the same. I got it. So, but there's nothing sexier than those Spyders. I mean, they're just really, really good looking cars, and
They're pretty. No, that's their saving grace, and they actually look like something even today. When you see one, it's striking.
Yeah, I always stop and look at one if I see one in an auction. There's a lot of cars that I'll walk right past and never give two thoughts to. I always stop and look at the little Spyders. They're always good-looking cars, and especially if they're in the right color. There was one we saw the other day. It was black, and it was a great-looking car. It was just sexy, 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 and affordable still. I mean, these things you can buy in under well under 20, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and
Maybe.
I figure my car, I paid 15 or 16 for it. It's worth. Now, I'm told they only made 200 automatics, and they only brought 50 into this country.
Right.
Now, that means that they're rare and valuable, right?
Right. Rare and desirable. What is that? Is that the two things we're looking for? Right?
Yeah, I'm looking for affirmation from you saying, "Oh my God, there are only 50 of them, and this is my chance to get one."
Yeah, I had a guy call me the other day. He goes, I got a really rare car, man. He goes, I got an '85 Mustang painted in chartreuse. There's only 5 of them built. I go, you know why they only built 5 of them? He goes, no. I go, because nobody wanted them.
Oh wait, did it have a radio delete?
Yeah. Well, it had a little cardboard thing over where the radio used to go. So it's.
Well, I was just looking at. There was a car for sale on Hemmings, an Alfa Spyder automatic.
Right.
And the guy had done all this stuff to it, including a chip. Now, the very last line of his auction says, "Salvage title due to DOT error. We can work it out after the sale."
Yeah, that is the.
Doesn't that give you confidence?
We'll work it out after you've paid. It's pretty funny how people can just downplay, minor little problems like that. I mean, there's, nothing that we can't fix. It's one of those things, and
I mean, what's this salvage title crap anyway? We all know that. I mean, just because the car was rolled into a ball and then turned back out, doesn't mean that it's not worth full value.
And some states will not even title a salvage title car. You got to really go through a process, even though it was completely rebuilt, completely redone. There's not an original part on it. Doesn't matter. It's got that tag on it. And that's the same problem with Car Fax. Now collector cars you can run a Car Fax on, because anything, I say collector cars, 25 years or older is what I meant, can now have a Car Fax run on. And it's funny, when we sell like an 80 or a 2000 Corvette, to the buyer, and they don't think about this, to the buyer, it looks like a brand new car. And then they realize, oh, it's 25 years old, but in their mind, it's a new looking car. It's not an antique. It's a 2000. Well, according to the definition of law, it is.
The whole Carfax thing is interesting because depending on which shop decides to file a Carfax report, how accurate the report is, they get the VIN numbers mixed up sometimes.
Yeah.
It's still important. I mean, what I really like about auctions now and listings is when you can Google the VIN number.
Yeah.
And everything on Google will come up about that car.
It's amazing what you find. You'll find where it sold at an auction, where it had some problems, where it had this. Yeah. And Carfax is great. I mean, I get it. It helps a lot. I would like to see Carfax incorporate photos of the damage. If they could, and this would be a consumer thing. You'd have to do it on your own, or the dealerships would have to do it. Just submit a couple of photos of the damage, because it'll say minor damage, which could be like a scuff. But you don't know, because you don't see a picture of it.
Yeah. Well, that's the value with the kind of auction you did with all the pictures.
Right, exactly.
Because people need, again, you've got to have that air of assurance and you want to know all the bad things.
Doesn't matter. I don't care if it drives you away. If it drives you away, then so be it. I want you to know what's wrong with the car, because what I want you to tell me when you live in California, when you receive the car or wherever you happen to live, the car was a little bit nicer than you described. That's music to my ears.
And I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so are you getting the chip or not?
No, I'm not going to. It's $1,000
for 10 horsepower.
It went fast enough and the question. Some of the comments I got from my blog was, who knows what kinds of other problems you're inviting when you change something. The manufacturers are pretty smart when they set these things up.
Exactly.
Somebody said this might lead to excessive camshaft wear. I've got a car that runs. It's a Sluggo, but it's a good car. That we've got brand new AC in it. It cruises. It's happy. Bluetooth, big speakers. So, and for what kind of measurable increase and $1,000 would I run the risk of having something bad happen?
Absolutely. Because if you put them side by side, one chip and one without the chip, and they both went 0 to 60, I think they'd be pretty close. I don't think it'd be imperceptible amount of difference. It wouldn't be much.
Well, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
But I'd never seen an automatic that had been chipped. So I was intrigued by the ad, and I went and looked up the YouTube videos and stuff. And so I thought I'd throw out my readers, but most of them said, just buy a faster car.
Right. And I like what's the point? I think your next blog needs to be what's the point, and then you can fill in whatever else you want to say about what's the point.
I agree. No, so it was this ad in Hemmings it's just fascinating because again, it goes all the way down with all these modifications, and then says salvage title. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean you're so excited. Oh man.
I know. Well, you know what you learn to do with these online things? You just cross things off.
Just with a marker. Yeah, a Sharpie, I think, is what we would use.
Why would I, with all the cars that are out there?
Yeah. Why pick that one?
Do this? Well, let me bring up one more thing I think about weird ad displays. It's weird when somebody will say a car, beautiful condition, horn doesn't work, right passenger window doesn't go up and down, and heater is broken.
Right.
and you think, why didn't the guy fix those things?
Right. And you know what we found out? We actually have some situations that come up like that from time to time. And usually what the case is that either the guy has inherited something outside of his zip code of money, and so now he's got a car that's worth 30 or 40 grand, but he didn't have any money to fix it, or the estate won't allocate any money to fix it, and we get tempted to fix it, but then we think, then we're in it. Now we got skin in the game beyond what we want to have in it. So, that's the downside to it sometimes. And, sometimes that can be a gain to the buyer. So, if you're a buyer and you see that and you can say, well, look, I was going to pay you this, but I'll pay you this, or this, based on, everything that doesn't work right now. I get it. And sometimes guys will tell us on certain cars, don't fix it. I'd rather fix it myself because then I know the process. I know it was done the way I want it done.
Once you start going down the road of fixing and improving a car, it's endless hell.
And you don't get your money back, generally speaking. I tell people all the time, don't spend $1,000 to get $500 more. Because that's that's bad math.
It doesn't work that way. And it also, if you're making any cosmetic improvements, you're guessing that the improvement you make is the one that the buyer would want to have.
It's like over customizing your home to exactly what you want. It's a kiss of death. You should never do it with that or a hot rod. So, all right. Well, looks like we've solved all the world's problems again. So we will.
Exciting news about your auction.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted. I think our next one's going to be March if I can get all the troops to rally behind it and realize that it's a hell of a lot.
You're doing the right thing, Stewart. I mean, really, a dealer today has got a mix of tools that they have to use, and they have to be in every single game.
Exactly. If you're not, you're missing out. So, well, Keith, have a great week, and we will talk to you next Wednesday, man. See ya.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with the Classic Auto Mall next week. We'll see you then.
Here's a special offer from Sports Car Market Magazine. Get a 6-month subscription for just $19.95 by going to sportscarmarket.com/test drive and the number 6. That's sportscarmarket.com/test drive 6. If you're a buyer, a seller, or just general classic car enthusiast, publisher Keith Martin says,
we've been around almost 40 years. It's the Wall Street Journal of the collector car world.
Activate your 6-month trial of Sports Car Market Magazine by going to sportscarmarket.com/test drive 6. Offers for a limited time. Be in the know with Sports Car Market.
The Classic Auto Mall Show with their host, Stewart Howden. Available on classicautomall.com, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.